There, time for another Match Attax video. This time we've got the 2018-19 Premier League collection. We've finally managed to get hold of the last few cards we needed. We needed a couple of limited editions, a couple of 100 clubs, and I think 4 or 5 man of the matches. Rather than spend a fortune buying more packs, we bought the last few cards we needed from Football Cards Direct. Obviously you can see their logo in the background there. They're very kindly going to be giving us some prizes so that each week we can give away some prizes to you guys. Check out the videos and the links for that as well. So now we've got every single card. There's 400 and we'll just have a quick check how many there are. 454 I believe. The last 100 club number is 455. You can see up the top there, which is Harry Kane. There's also further 19 limited editions, so altogether 474. We've also got hold of some of the Match Attax on demand cards, which you can get through the Topps website themselves. Each week they release 5 cards commemorating events or achievements or something sort of memorable that's happened from the weekend before. They're £3 for 5 cards. They're available on their website for 28 days, but according to the Topps website, once they're gone, they're gone. They'll never be released ever again. So obviously if you want to complete the full set, unfortunately you probably have to buy all of those. Obviously you don't have to buy those, but obviously we're pretty crazy collectors, so we are interested in all of them. So we'll have a quick look at what we've got. Obviously this is the list of the 360 base cards, and then we've got the Rising Star, Star Signings, 100 Clubs, Man of the Matches, Tactic cards, and we've also got hold of the 60 cards that are in the Mega Tins as well, the Premier League title winners, elite attackers, top defenders, international stars, so that adds another 60 cards to the collection, and we've got all of those in here as well. And as I'm sure most of you have seen already, we don't use the Topps binder because there never seems to be enough space in there by the time you've thrown in all these extra cards, and if they release Pro 11s and others. So we've put them all in the collector's album here from Ultra Pro. You can see here on the shelf we've got all the collections from previous years. We made a nice little space here at the end of last season to put this binder, so when we finish this video we'll slot that nicely on the shelf. So if we have a look at what is now the complete collection, obviously starting with Bournemouth. They have Callum Wilson as their star player, and then Arsenal with Leno in goal rather than Cech, which is an interesting choice. Obviously he came on yesterday as a sub for Petr Cech, who looks injured, so perhaps he will get a bit of a run in the team. Then we've got the Aubameyang star player, and Brighton. And we have Proper in the away kit, and Gross as the star player. Burnley, there's Joe Hart in goal. And then they have Hendrick in the away kit. Interesting, no star player. Then we've got Cardiff, newly promoted into the Premier League, with Bamba as the fan favourite card. And Hoylett, star player. And Chelsea, David Luiz in the away kit. Kante obviously winning the World Cup, and Hazard as their star player. Proper run of form at the moment with goals. Crystal Palace. And then Zaha, unsurprisingly, is their star player. Someone I suspect we may find another big move somewhere down the line. Everton, with England's goalkeeper Pickford as their fans' favourite. And then Sigurdsson, star player, again with a couple of goals yesterday, helping Everton win. Fulham, newly promoted to the Premier League, so their first Match Attax collection for a few years. And then Sessegnon as the fan favourite card, and Mitrovic, star player. Huddersfield. And then Moy is their star player. Leicester, with Harry Maguire as their fan favourite. And again, unsurprisingly, star player there, Jamie Vardy, particularly with Mahrez leaving to go to Man City. And we've got Liverpool with their record signing goalkeeper, Alisson. And then, again, rather unsurprisingly, based on last year's performance, the star player there is Mohamed Salah, Manchester City. Again, probably everyone's favourites to win the title. I guess Liverpool might give them a bit of a run for their money, which might make the league a bit exciting rather than having a team that's won the league by the end of March. Manchester City with De Gea as the fan favourite. I think he's won the Man United fans player of the year for probably 3 or 4 years now. And then we've got Sanchez as the star player, who, quite unbelievable, hasn't scored a goal for 6 months, which is unbelievable for a striker of his quality. Then Newcastle with Shelvey as star player. Newcastle are always a club in turmoil with Mike Ashley and takeovers and unhappy managers. Southampton. And then El-Yunusi in the away kit. And Charlie Austin, star player. And moving on to Tottenham with Hugo Lloris in goal. Just on the back, obviously winning the World Cup. And then they've got Eriksen as the fan favourite, and again, unsurprisingly, star player Harry Kane. And Watford, a team who started the season with 4 wins out of 4. Struggled in the last couple, but I'm sure they'll bounce back. West Ham, again with a 3-1 win over Manchester United yesterday, and an 8-0 win in the Carabao Cup in the week, finding their goal-scoring boots. And they've got as their star player Arnautovic. And then Wolves, again, back in the Premier League. Struggled in previous Premier League campaigns, but you look at their squad now and you think they're definitely a bit more geared up to make a decent challenge to stay in the league, with the star player Neves and a fan favourite for Jota. And then we've got the Rising Star cards. There are, I think, 12 of these. Have a quick look. I think, yeah, 12 of these, and then star signings. So we've got Musette, Maitland-Niles and Ampadu. Van Bissaka, Kenny and Diabate. Solanke, Foden and McTominay. Then Sims, Walker-Peters and Rice. Then we have star signings, Lichtsteiner, Gibson and Kepa for Chelsea. And we've got Meyer, Richarlison and Charlotte. Pereira, Keita and Mahrez. Fred, Wilshere and Patricio. Then there are man of the match cards, as like there has been for the last few years. There's 3 per team. So for Bournemouth we've got Aki, Ibe and King. For Arsenal we've got Monreal, Ramsey and Ozil. For Brighton we've got Ryan, Dunk and Isqueiro. For Burnley we've got me, Berg Goodmanson and Barnes. For Cardiff we've got Bamba, Patterson and Zahor. For Chelsea we've got Christensen, Jorginho and Morata. For Palace we've got Tompkins, Milivojevic and Townsend. Everton have Pickford, Davis and Tosun. Fulham have Ream, Kearney and Sen, or Sarri even. For Huddersfield we've got Jorgensen, Di Potra and Mooney. Leicester have Maguire, Pereira and Silva. Liverpool, Alexander-Arnold, Fabinho and Firmino. Manchester City, Edison, Walker and Silva. Man United have Valencia, Young and Lukaku. Newcastle, Dubravka, Kennedy and Perez. Southampton, McCarthy, Romeu and Lamina. Tottenham is Davis, Trippier and Son. Watford, Kabasili, Firmino and Deulofeu. West Ham have Anderson, Yarmolenko and Hernandez. And then finally for the man of the matches we've got Wolves, who have Cody, Moutinho and Jota. And then moving on to the 100 clubs, there's 11 100 clubs. There's 1 goalkeeper, which is the De Gea. And then there's 4 defenders. So we've got Alonso, Bellerin, Vertonghen and Azpilicueta. And then in midfield we have Sterling, De Bruyne, Kante and Jesus. And then up front we have Salah and Kane. And then again, like they've done for the last few years, they've got the tactic cards. There's 6 of these. You've got the referee, which is -5 points, the agent, which is +5 million, the base boost card, which adds 10 million, 10 points even to one of your players' rating. No foil cards allowed. And then we've got the scout card. Before your turn, look at one of your opponent's cards. Then the injury forces your opponent to make a substitution. And then possession, which is take back control for the next round. So obviously if you lose a round, you can steal it back. And then we've got the limited editions. This time there's 4 variations of the gold, silver and bronze cards. We've got gold, silver and bronze for Jordan Henderson, for Dele Alli, for Leroy Sané, and for Paul Pogba. And then there are LE 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, which can be found in the Mega Tins, the Starter Pack and the Advent Calendar. So I believe you won't be able to find these in individual packs, so the only place you can get these, I believe, is going to be in the tins or the Advent Calendar. So we have Aguero, Giroud, Van Dijk, Vardy, Eriksen and Lingard. Lingard is the one that comes in the Advent Calendar. And then finally Aubameyang. And these are the cards that you will get in the Mega Tins. You can see the card number is MT1, which goes all the way up to MT60. This is the Premier League title winners tin. So we've got Begovic, Welbeck and Cahill, Fabregas, Schlupp and Schmeichel, Morgan, Milner and company. And we have Aguero, De Gea and Valencia, Matic, Cleverley and Zabaleta. Then the next Mega Tin is the Elite Attacker Mega Tin. So we've got Wilson, Lacazette and Wood, Zaha, Tosun and Sessegnon, Depotler, Firmino and Sterling, Lukaku, Perez and Austin, and then finally Kane, Arnautovic and Jota. Then we have the third of the Mega Tins, which is the Top Defenders Mega Tin. We've got Ake, Ryan and Tarkowski, Bamba, Aspilicueta and Schindler, Evans, Robertson and Walker, Lascelles, Bertrand and Vertonghen, Kabasili, Fabianski and Patricio. And then finally the International Stars Mega Tin. We have Ramsey, Izquierdo and Goodmanson, Hoylett, Hazard and Milivojevic, Gay, Aite and Mooney, Okazaki, Silva and Sanchez, and then finally Yerlin, Lamina and Yarmolenko. Like I was mentioning before about the Match Attax on demand cards, you can see here 001 number there, which is game week 1, obviously number 2. So then we go, like I say, there's 5 issued per week, so the first 5 are week 1, the next 5 are week 2. You can see Madison, Richarlison, Trippier, Aguero, Zaha and Mitrovic, which is the start of week 3 there, Zaha, and then Maguire, Mora and Patricio. And week 4 we have Murray, Walker and Lukaku, and then finally Cathcart and Traore. And like I was mentioning before at the start of the video, if you remember the Match of the Day magazine, this in the main collection is a fan favourite card with a foil effect. This was actually in the Match of the Day magazine and doesn't have any of those details, so it's just a sort of a standard base card. So again, if you've got one of those, it's just nice to have the variation. There has also been, over this weekend, in the Sun newspaper, these cards here. This one here is you buy the Sun newspaper today and you can redeem this in Martin's and McColl's stores to get this sheet here with the 6 cards. And the one behind this was actually in the magazine in the Sun yesterday, Saturday, as well. So it's again just a little nice addition to the collection, but nice to have completed the collection. I believe there is going to be a signed card for Sergio Aguero in the Entertainer stores. If anyone gets one of those, please message us. We'd be more than happy to do a deal for that. As you can see, we've got pretty much everything else to offer in trade, so please let us know about that. Otherwise, please keep checking out the videos, please like, subscribe, and we'll see you very soon.